It's the all-new We Radio, 87.7 FM New York, or We. Remember I said a holy po We, WEE Radio Online.com. Make sure you get in the chat box or the shout box, right? 21st century kid. But guess what? I found my guest, and he'll tell you exactly what happened. Good evening, Ibo Cooper. How are you?
Blessed love, greetings. Everything good?
Everything is good except that, oh, wow, this is funny. We tried to get you at 8:15 our time, which is, and you had me slated for 8:15 your time, which is 9:15 our time. So everything is all good, though. But how have you been, Ibo?
Well, we've been here trying to keep, do our part in getting things going and keeping it going.
Yes, and before I even venture into anything else, let me just remind folks again that this is Michael Ibo Cooper, a founding member of Third World Band, an official reggae ambassador and musician extraordinaire, and now retired what? Principal of...
No, not so big. I'm a senior lecturer there normally.
Senior lecturer, okay.
I'm retired from full-time.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm still there as a part-time. I'm a senior lecturer, yeah.
Okay. And so you transitioned from being in Third World Band to teaching music. Why that? Why did you do that?
Well, we have always been a music educator. It's just that maybe Third World took up so much time that I wasn't able to do it as actively then.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm doing it more now. But what happened is, honestly, in the year 2000, in 1999, I was actually in Malawi managing a radio station.
Yes.
Called FM 101, the first privately owned radio station in Malawi, because, before that it was a dictatorship.
Right.
Everything was owned by the government. And then they brought me there to manage that radio station because it's owned 50% by a Jamaican.
Wow.
So we're enterprising.
Very. And as far as that country.
Yeah, man. East Central Africa. And then I came forward again to the Western world after that to do some recordings in Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
And then came to Jamaica. And Edna Manley actually approached me to come there.
Okay.
At the time, I was doing a short stint up at the University Reggae Studies Department as a research fellow. And then Edna Manley approached me to come there because they were worried that the school was biased towards classical and jazz, but not enough Jamaican music and the history of Jamaican music was happening in a school in Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I wasn't thinking of teaching at the time. I actually was telling the lady no for about a month. But I turned up one day, and I was in there with the youth, and I looked at it and realized, wait, we're all getting older. We're out there making our living. We're getting famous. But nobody's telling another generation anything. I mean, there was a total disconnect. So I figured this is my next move in life. So it's been 14 years ago, and I started most of the young bands that are now considered the reggae revival, or renaissance, came out of the program. We have a course in history of Jamaican popular music where we go from mentor to dancehall, to make the youth know what's going on and who did what. Hello?
And it seems to have been a success. Now I saw you a few weeks ago on a very sad occasion, and we lost, and the Third World family and the extended music family has lost the voice in Bunny Ruggs. How is everyone coping with this loss? How do you think this has impacted our music?
Well, personally, every time you hear a song, and of course I'm going to hear them a lot because it's Third World's music.
Yes.
It is hard to get used to the idea that the person singing that is not here anymore.
Yes.
And Bunny and myself come from a way back. We come from the Inner Circle Band, when the Inner Circle Band just started, and he walked up to me in a little club called The Tunnel in Northside Plaza, Ligani, where we used to play.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know him before that, and he walked up to me and said, "Do I know Fall in Love in D?" So I turned to him and said, I wasn't the band leader. Richard Gray was the band leader at the time. I told him I was not the band leader. I must ask Richard Gray. But Richie knew him from before. Richie said, yeah, man, try him out and can sing.
Mm-hmm.
We tried him out, and it was no looking back after that. We became good friends. He was within a circle, then he left and went to New York. And then we left in a circle some years later and started Third World. And then on our first American tour, we saw him again in New York. And the hand of fate of it that by 1976 summer, he joined the band. And I remember it because it was the second Caribbean Festival of Arts.
Mm-hmm.
And it was held in Jamaica, Carifesta.
Yes.
And the first engagement was at the Carib Theatre during Carifesta.
Okay.
And, he became an identifiable sound because, you have some people who they are one of a kind. Dennis Brown,
Mm-hmm.
Bob Marley,
Mm-hmm.
People like that, Ken Boone.
Yes.
Yeah, Barris, Marcia. Money's in that category.
Yes,
and,
he is.
during that year, we produced a lot of great world-class singers.
Well, I'd like to tell you that Dennis, and I know you know this, Ibo, Dennis Brown was named by NPR, National Public Radio, as one of the world's 50 best. He was included in those 50 voices as one of the world's best. And I expect that Bunny Ruggs is going to be also included in something like that. He was just really awesome.
Well, some time ago, while he was alive, way back in the day when we were all still together, Barry G said he thought he was the best singer ever to come out of Jamaica.
Uh-huh.
He's what you call an extended baritone, because
Yes.
he's really low and really high.
Yes.
I've seen Ruggs sing notes in his natural voice that some girl singers can't reach.
Wow.
It's not a falsetto.
Wow.
It's
Now,
natural voice.
now, what was interesting, and we're doing this quick, but you know what? I'm going to catch you on the ground and do an extensive interview like I did with Bunny Ruggs. And it's been getting, because I named it the content of the man, and that's how I like to interview folks. Everybody goes for the hype, a lot of folks and the music, and I like to know what make people up. But well, I saw you at the Randy Williams Center, and this was really awesome. I think it was history. I was sitting with your wife, and the old Third World, Carrot, Ibo Cooper, Willie on drums, Cat Core, and forgive me if I'm leaving anyone out, and the new Third World were together on stage. How did that feel, Ibo?
Well, don't care what happened, there is a magic, a link that you can't get past the original,
Yes.
Because it's more than just history. It's a spiritual brotherhood. And people can come now and join and represent, but that original spiritual brotherhood is not something you can put together and contrive. You can't pay for it. You can't make it up. The album called Third World, the very first album we did for Island Records, Satamasa Ghana and those songs. We were in London, we turned off the studio lights. So it was that whole album, those tracks were recorded in the dark,
Wow.
So you understand, it's just a telepathic thing. It's a communication.
Well, I saw telepathy on stage because, did you guys practice before? Because you were tight, never missed a beat.
No, it's in your DNA. It's in your DNA.
Yes.
It's not. Mind you, when we were all together back in the day, we would never go on a tour without rehearsing, and there was a serious discipline towards the music. But if we get together, it's in the DNA. It's a genetic thing. It's an electrical connection. I can't explain it. It's just there.
Man, that was awesome because I figured it was an impromptu thing. But you guys it just came. Now I'm gonna run away. Pardon?
The biggest record to date was created like that. Now that we found love.
Yes.
Because we had no idea where we were even being recorded. Yeah, the man would get together and just jam, and the jam would be like the angels talking to us. And that's a good example because it was happening in Nassau in the studio. And the engineer ran and set up the mics and started to run tape, and we had no idea the tape was running.
Wow. Okay. Well, guess what, Ibu? I'm going to grab you again. I'm going to get you in a place where we can just talk and talk and talk for hours. But I want to thank you so much for gracing our radio station with your voice and your presence. And what can I expect from you in the near future? Because you're working.
Well, it is really bad man of me because I never start any interview without hailing up the listeners.
Oh, yeah, that's okay.
Excuse me. And greeting. No, you know, my mother try with me.
You know what, Ibo? Your aunt used to teach us music at Alpha Academy, you know, Mrs. Lyset.
You remember? Everybody said me have two mothers, you know, because believe you me, I tell everybody about my aunt. I said,
Mrs. Lyset.
And my auntie gave me a living.
Yes.
You know, she gave me music lessons for my
Oh,
aunt.
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Okay.
never paid for an exam. I never paid for a lesson. She gave me music lesson and exams free of cost.
Wow.
I really fostered the person I am today.
Wow.
And if it's one person I really admire, her ability for public speaking, her intellect, yeah, she inspired me that way.
She was a brilliant teacher.
She encouraged me to read. She encouraged me to get a broad education. You know what I mean?
Yes, yes, yes.
And you asked me about the future.
Yes.
At this time, I've been re-elected to be the chairman of the Jamaican Reggae Industry Association. So this is my third term of office.
Congratulations.
Yeah, and so I'll be the chairman. It's a two-year term. So I'll be the chairman from 2014 to 2016. And, you know, our flagship activity, Reggae Month,
Yes.
is February. It's gone through the roof because we're now going to be in Randy Williams all of February 2015. We're going to set up a reggae village all month. We have the Wednesday activities as usual where the industry gives back. That's our signal shows. We have the awards. We have Dennis Brown birthday and the Trenchtown concert. We have something that's really growing now called Reggae University, where during the month you come and you see films, you get talks and discussions from pioneers and so on, and that is expanding rapidly. And then this year we had a first. We have now started our own trade show, hoping that it will be the center for bookings and other exchange, like a reggae medium, you know.
All right. So guess what? Guess who will be there helping you?
Sorry?
Guess who will be there helping you?
You want to be there?
I will. I'll help you.
Yeah. So please just remember JARIA, the Jamaica Reggae Industry Association. The Ministry of Culture is at present signing a 5-year MOU with us. So we'll be at Raleigh. And, you know, I am on the Prime Minister's Cultural Commission because we're really going to use the culture and bring Jamaica forward.
Yes,
we're not talking
yes.
about the arms house thing. No more violence, no more rape, no more gun business and them things.
It's just positive all the way.
Yeah, we lift up the country, man. We're beautiful, man. I want thing go through the roof. All the people in diaspora, please give us your support because, you know, for the rest of my time, I don't want to make Jamaica positive.
Well, you're working hard at it, Ibo, and you have some soldiers who will march in your army with you because we're just as concerned. But I thank you for your service. I thank you for your music. And I thank you wholeheartedly for being a part of this show this evening. Sorry about the mix-up here, boss.
So, listen, I want to say one thing about dancehall because
Yes.
like how Cartel got a prison, you know.
Yeah.
I want people to understand. No, serious. I'm saying people get dancehall a bad rap.
Yes.
You see, you remember the days of Bogle when they have signal the plane and them dance nice? You want to dance nice again. When people say, I'm not fight dancehall, you don't forget jiggy have fun. But what we don't want in the dance is no more killing and raping. We don't want no more gunting and demeaning things to women. Those things are not edifying to a nation. It don't mean the music are for boring.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Ibo. God bless and thank you again. I'm sure the audience enjoyed that. And we'll speak, okay?
Yeah, what are your call numbers? Your station number?
Oh, WNYZ. WNYZ. 87.7 FM, and we're on We, as I like to say, a whole heap of We, WEE Radio Online.
What number you say? 8 what FM?
87.7 FM, and we are broadcasting in the entire tri-state area.
And you're streaming too?
We're streaming, weeradioonline.com. Mrs.
Brothers
Cooper
and
has
sisters.
all the links, man.
So brothers and sisters, this is Ibo Cooper on WNYZ We. 87.7 FM, you know, live, I tell you, keep it live.
that it shook, make that it shook, make that it shook, make that it shook, 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 shook. All over the place I say, come on baby, when the music's playing, I wanna see you dance, dance, dance. Come on baby, said when the music's playing, I wanna see you dance. Get up and dance, move your hand, move your hand. I said, come on baby, let me show you what I make you do. I said, music, oh yeah, it's there, soul into my soul. Moving on and on and down and deep down. What are we gonna do? Tell me, what are we gonna do with love now? Oh, that we found out. What are we gonna do? Let's give love a try. Let not control your destiny. Oh, and to ourselves, yes we do, to live happy eternally. Sweet life is what we've been searching for. Is what we're looking for. Yeah, now that I've got it right here in my hand, I'm gonna spread it all over the land now.
The one and only Mr. Ibo Cooper, the voice of the late, dearly departed, recently departed Bunny Roggs, the voice of Third World for so many, many years. Thank you, Ibo, for blessing us here in the place. 87.7 FM every Saturday, all day. Every Sunday, all day. The goose is loose. The Spiceman is there. So make sure you keep it locked on us all weekend. It's Caribbean weekends. 87.7, the all-new We Radio. And we're going to play tribute now to Mr. Bunny Ruggs, taken from his album, Talking to You. I remember playing this one in about 1996, I think, or 1993. Bunny Ruggs on 87.7.
Hey, check this. If I follow my heart, I'm gonna love you. And if I follow my tears, I'm gonna leave you. But if I follow my eyes when it's crying time, I'll be crying too. But if I follow what Mom says, girl, we'll be true. We will be true. Oh, we'll be true. Girl, we will be true. If I follow my mind, I'm gonna love you, love you, love you. That's right. Love you. And if I follow my soul, girl, I'm gonna leave you. Yes, I will. Leave you, leave you. But if I follow my eyes when it's crying time, I'll be crying too. Hey, but if I follow what Mom says, girl, we'll be true. We will be true. Diddle, diddle, will be true. Girl, we will be true.
Francine Chin, 87.7 WeFM.
and bruises are no longer around. Strictly ragamuffin, just a rule of the town.
You run things here, and you run things over there.
Are you rule ragamuffin? Come on and rule ragamuffin. Yes, you rule ragamuffin. Big all around. Ragamuffin in the area. Read about it in the paper. Ragamuffin make it bad so. Bubbling on the radio. Now you rule ragamuffin. Come on and rule ragamuffin. Yes, you rule ragamuffin. Big all around. Yeah.
Things here,
Advantage.
things over there.
When you know the area, no the big can't carry ya. Ragamuffin and the cooler, the rule of the area. Yeah. Ragamuffin in a big all around. Days of wine and bruises are no longer around. Strictly ragamuffin, just a rule of the town.
You run things here, and you run things over there.
I rule ragamuffin, come on and rule ragamuffin. Get on the W and don't let go. No, let's have some fun. Run, come in a reggae jam down. Ooh, yeah, run, come, yeah, in a reggae jam down. If you ain't got the lump sum, your life is not yet done. Go nothing funny, yeah. Even when there is no money, Lord. When you get a lot of money, you got a lot of friends. When the money is done, don't see them again. Life is too short to live alone. For no man is a landlord, and no man stands alone. Run, come, yeah, in a reggae jam drum. Run, come, in a reggae jam drum. Well, if you work from 9 to 5, trying to keep your children alive, nothing no fun if you don't make no money. Just come on, rumors and spreading, claim that I sense me planting. But I'm an addy down in addy juggling. I feel rumors of war. Lead me, sir, happy son, let go me hand. You don't know me and you don't understand. You see me flashing a Chris Rain time. So you take that, me a criminal. Rumors that spreading, claim that I sense me planting. But I'm an addy down in addy juggling. I feel rumors of war. Rumors of war. I keep a dancing to nice up the place. We buy no liquor and red up them face. Make man and man have money to spend. And all the youth them know me and them friends. Rumors them spreading, claim that I sense me planting. But I'm an addy down in addy juggling. I feel rumors of war. Rumors of war. Your easy life and your luxury. Would you give it all up for me? Whoa, would you give up your easy life and your luxury? There are two roads before you, and you've got to make a choice. Would you give up your prince for the swapper? Would you make that sacrifice? Girl, you know that I treat you good, and you're well looked after. I've given you an easy life, filled with fun and laughter.
Would you give it all up for me?
And make you a question, would you give up your easy life and your luxury? Yeah.
Would you give it all up for me?
Would you give up your easy life? Are you ready for that relationship?
I offer you no bed of roses.
I'm a man of me.
Here's my heart, you can have it.
And everything you'll ever need, yeah.
DJ Scooby.
And the intercom rose, they tell me to come. So she didn't have a daughter, she did have a son. She said the lift doesn't run up the stairs and come. And if you don't come quick, you're not gonna know that son. So I grab a bunch of rose and I started to run. Here I come, whoa. 2 months later, she said, come and get your son. Cause I don't want your baby to come tie me down. Now because you are old and I am young. Yes, while I'm young, yes, I wanna have some fun. Run me down. Should live a little, whoa. Swing. I'm broad, I'm broader than Broadway. Yes, I'm broader than Broadway.
All nice and decent people who love the dance hall business. You don't know so respect to the maximum. Don't step up and leave you, cause we control the border scene.
Music when it hits you, you feel no pain. And that's the dance all rock. And the dance of that. Dance all rock, big feet to crack. Dance all rock, grandma and papa. Don't stop rock, no. In the end, it wants me. And I'm gonna be there.
Yes, ma'am.
New York City's calling. And I'm gonna be there. London City wants me. And I've got to be there. Spreading the vibes all over the world.
Lord of mercy, I could not try and Japan or down Africa. Tell them reggae music rule all over. Rule every premise, rule every corner. Barrington leaving, you a danger. Once cut the rock and dash it in a culture. No slackness, DJ can't enter. One of them coming can cross the border. 2 of them coming get turned over. 3 of them coming running from bout ya.
Sweet Jamaica wants me, and I'm gonna be there. In Paris they calling, and I'm gonna be there. Down in France they want me, and I'm gonna be there. Spreading my vibe all over the world. Oh yeah, as I was saying.
Now me say who ragamuffin, say ragamuffin, me kill a muffin. Say ragamuffin, who ragamuffin, ragamuffin dance all ragamuffin. Ragamuffin to the east and west, I could a north or south. If a boy try a thing, we got go knock it out. Me say Barrington leave it a rough next out. When me fling down the coach, I me no have no
Dangerous, dangerous, dangerous. Woman, I live dangerous. Sure.
Oh woman, I heard a little rumor last night.
Woman last night.
Somebody told me you ain't doing me right.
She wasn't doing me right.
While I've been turning my back, you've been no playing the field.
She just playing the field.
Can you look me in the eyes and say to me it's not
Girl,
real?
that could not. She's on. Francine Chin, 87.7 WeFM.
And I never believe in a single word.
I never believe in that.
You're living dangerously.
Woman, you're living too dangerous for me.
You're living dangerously.
Is it me or Barrington Levy?
You're living dangerously.
Girl, you're living too dangerous for me. Don't worship, hey. Girl, you're living too dangerous. Boy, better if you give it up. Girl, you never stop until you pass the maximum line. When do you do too much? I need a relationship and not a war. Imagine this woman in a man car. Tell me what the hell you gonna think of her. She a man a drink out of one glass in a bar. Make man a rub things from me cookie jar. Girl, open up your eyes, the man look far. Have a look up to